Why? Why did you do it, YouTube? Why did you do it? You know, I've been gone a year. In fact, 10 months. 10 months I've been gone. And I come back, ready to get back stuck into making YouTube videos. And what do I find? The place is a mess, YouTube. The place is a mess. A part of my new resolution for YouTube is that I'm not going to get angry. I've developed a number of techniques to keep myself stress-free. I will not make videos about reply girls and things like that. No, I am just keeping nice and calm. But you make it hard, YouTube. You make it hard. Or should I say Google, if that's your real name. I come back after 10 months of being away. What do I find? No more video responses. None. Not one. I remember a time when YouTube was a place where people could converse and communicate in a whole number of various different ways. And one of the best ways was I could make a video. And someone would watch that video and say, that man has a face like a squashed sphincter. I want to make a video about that and let him know. So they then make a video about this face and they put it as a video response. And that lets people who are watching my video and going, his face looks kind of familiar. That means that they, in turn, can then click on that video response and find out that indeed I have a face like a squashed sphincter. But no, you've removed that now. No one can put a video down there. Why? Because apparently, out of all the video responses that are made in YouTube's millions of videos, only 0.0004% of them are being clicked. And you wonder why. Well, I'll tell you why. Because most of the video responses are nonsense, for starters. Most of them are high volumes of people trying to get on the YouTube gravy train. They want to make money from YouTube. They want to have an income from just sitting making videos. A really, really noble endeavour, I think you'll find. And they want to put video responses to other videos that went viral that are really, really popular. Because they think somehow, even if that video has nothing to do with the video above it, that they think people will then click on it. Also, people don't put approve for video responses on their videos. So there's just a pile up of videos of people all smashing and grabbing for attention, like a playground. Keep cool. Keep cool. Calm and collected. But you make it hard, YouTube. You make it hard. Mr. Google. Strange name. I knew a Mr. Google once. He was a bit snide as well, come to think of it. My point is this. Video responses were really important to this website. They were the lifeblood. They were how communities rose up. Gaming communities, film fan communities, anime fan communities, whatever it was, politics, different areas of interest. Communities grew up because people could communicate in that way and they could see each other face to face, because one of the problems with something like this is that it's fairly one-sided. It's just me talking to a camera. But when other people can do video responses, and I've met some really, really cool, awesome, amazing people through YouTube just because of video responses that they've left. And you can put a face to the words, you can put a face to the point, and that's important because that's kind of how human interaction works. And I think in some ways it fools us into feeling that it's more personal. It was essential to this website to have video responses so that people could communicate with one another. And the only reason that it's been removed, number one, is YouTube changed the design so that it was harder to see video responses in the first place. So obviously there's going to be a massive drop off. Okay? And mentioning the whole viral video thing where people are trying to squeeze themselves into people's attention just to try and make money or get some weird internet cred. I don't know what you kids call it these days. But it's killed something that's important, because Google just seems to want YouTube to be like almost like a television network where you've got all of these high profile shows playing. And that's something that's kind of annoyed me about YouTube, is that YouTube used to have this real DIY feel, vibe, aesthetic, whatever you want to call it, but it had this sort of DIY made at home vibe to it, and that was part of its charm, you know. But now all of these videos are just all the same, you know. All the highest, most popular channels, most of them, I mean, I watch very few of the top tier YouTubers. Most of them are just all the same. But YouTube doesn't really care about that, because they just want to make the advertising money. And okay, you could say, fair enough, it's a business, they need to make money. Well, that's okay, yeah. But you also have to take pride in what you do. And if you make a website like YouTube, I know Google didn't make YouTube, but if you have a website like YouTube, you should want to, yes, maybe make money off of it and increase your commercialization options, but you should also want to be proud of it in terms of something that gives other people a voice. Because sometimes, as much as I said people smash and grab with video responses, if people have it set to approve videos only, bigger YouTubers get to see video responses that are in their inbox, and actually sometimes will end up giving a shout out to channels that they've seen people sort of talking about something that they've done, or whatever it is. You're going to get a situation where the only stuff that's going to come to the fore now on YouTube is going to be well-established channels, big channels. Word of mouth is the only thing that's going to get smaller channels a bigger viewership. And video responses are just the most recent nail in the coffin for small channels in terms of trying to grow at a fast rate, because it's just not really going to happen. And most importantly, debate is dead now on YouTube. Video responses were so important for debate, just having back and forth between, and it was great. That was entertainment in itself, but also, you know, we learn things. Entertainment, edutainment, education as well. So YouTube, I will remain calm, I will remain collected, and I will not stoop to your level of mudslinging. And I know you like to use terrible insults to throw at people. I'm also losing my train of thought quickly, so I better start. I can't multitask. I think that's what it is. I can't do this and talk. So what do you guys think about the removal of video responses? It blows my mind that YouTube talked about it in such a way that it was nonchalant about it. It didn't matter, like 0.0004%, you know, people will use it. And it's like, well, you know, us YouTubers who aren't really big, we do use it. We use it to go back and forth with the people that we like to watch in parts of communities, and have debates and share ideas and things with each other. We're still going to have to do that, but the chances are you're going to be able to do it with the people you're already in a sort of network with. It's going to be harder to do it now with channels that you're not aware of yet. And I think that's a really sad thing. And I just wonder if all these changes that are being made, I mean, don't get me started on Google Plus. I mean, Google Plus is an absolute nightmare. It's like, it makes no sense to me. It's like looking at a bowl of spaghetti. It just makes no sense. It's all jumbled up and all tangled up and all over the place. It just, especially if you have like more than one YouTube account or Google Plus account, and it just, such a mess. Anyway, what do you think about the video responses being removed? Do you think it's going to affect things? Are you bothered by it? Did you use video responses much? Do leave a text response down below, and I'll be back soon with some more videos. I'm trying to remain calm. I have no way of being able to end this video without leaning over like this and doing it. So I wanted to go, I'm remaining calm, and then it just, this Zen Buddhist thing's not really working for me, to be perfectly honest. I'm just going to have to go like this. Bye for now.